All right, here in the finals, have a great hand, so we'll keep. The question, of course, being, what do we open with? Dromoka Warrior, Dragon Fodder, or Soul Summons? And yes, I do think it's dependent on what my opponent plays. Oddly enough, it did seem like white was open, but have we played white? We didn't play white every round. We just played rounds 2 and 3. All right, well, looks like the answer is Dragon Fodder. All the black mana we'll ever be needing. All right. Don't particularly feel like taking 6, so I think we will toss one of these. I'd like to draw Draconic Roar or Bathe in Dragonfire. Guess we play the Monk. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked. And that way I could have double blocked. Well, if I can find a second white mana, I can at least get the Monk to a point where... So I think I just chump block the Warrior, hope to draw a white mana. If we don't, we'll play, I guess, I don't know, Soul Summons maybe. All right, not exactly what I was looking for. So I guess we do play Soul Summons. Hope we don't hit a white mana. Oof, that is really rough. Get in for 3, and I guess the plan is to double block the Erishan Foremost and hope he doesn't have a combat trick. But can't really afford to do much of anything else. I mean, I could go for draw a land and hope to race, but that's gonna be a tough race to win. Wish I had a Kindled Fury right now. Otherwise, I'd take 10. Guess I could have taken 10. All right. I mean, 2 for 1 ourselves, but got the threat off the board, I guess. Guess we play Dromoka Warrior to trade with Warrior. Alright. Guess we play this and leave up Kindled Fury to block the Dramoka Warrior. Take 3. Oof. It's pretty rough. Alright. Got steamrolled there. That was pretty rough. What can we do against that? Well, Dousing Gloom's coming in. Pressure Point can leave. I guess we'll bring in Defeat too, because of the Arishan Foremost. So bring in a couple removal spells for that, as well as like every other creature he played. And we're going to have to run another... We took out 2 white spells, so maybe I cut a white mana. I have 9 currently. And 8 red. Take out 2 white spells, add 2 black. I think we can cut a white and add another black. Alright, let's try this. This hand's alright. It's not the worst, not the best. If we get any land, we're in, you know, Hardened Berserker territory. Right now, we can at least cast the Soul Summons. Citadel Siege, something we can hopefully play at some point in this game. Although we did cut a white mana. Alright. Not the ideal draw. Hopefully do not hit a land. Alright. Dragon Fodder would have been an okay draw, but since it's not a land, it increases our chances of drawing a land this next turn, which would be nice. No play from our opponent yet, also nice. Oof, that's a rough one, unfortunately. So, missing land draws in the finals is my MO, it would appear. Maybe we'll just hit a swamp here and win. Nope. Yeah, the worst part is I'd have to 2-for-1 myself to trade for the captain, which is really bad. What did he play game 1 that killed my guy? Why am I completely blanking? Hidden Dragon Slayer before that, though. Played a removal spell, and I just cannot, for the life of me, think of it. I just don't know. I can't remember. So I'm going to attack instead of 2-for-1 myself. Yeah. So, getting to that point, stuff's getting pretty bad. There's our 3rd land. All right. So, can play Monk, which might be the best setup for the Citadel Siege. I can play the Berserker, which can get me to Citadel Siege, but not until post-combat. So the Monk, if I get a land draw, I can go Siege, swing for 5 Vigilance. Berserker, he might not swing with the Mage, but I can attack and then maybe get Citadel Siege guaranteed. I think that might actually be the best. I could have attacked in and threatened the Kindled Fury on the Sandcrafter Mage, but I don't think he cares that much about the Sandcrafter Mage, so I think this plays better. So this way I can potentially get Citadel Siege down next turn if I miss my land drop. If I hit my land drop, I get Citadel Siege anyway, and could be pretty good for us. Alternatively what? I try to draw a swamp so I can play this Cobra. This Cobra would be amazing right now if I could get that. So, might have to do Citadel Siege Dragons. I think we're just taking 6. Like I said, if I hit my land draw, we did hit Citadel Siege. He has to bolster the champ. I can't even afford to attack, I don't think, with... Well, what are some options I've got? So if I play Citadel, I could play Monk, leave up Kindled Fury for prowess. Plus first strike kill captain, maybe. I can play Citadel Siege, get a 4/4. Hope he doesn't have removal. He swings with everything. He bolsters here. I block captain. Trade with Sandcrafter Mage, takes 7. I think that's the best I got. Don't have a lot of time to set up for other things here. So basically we have to hope he has nothing. Seems pretty unlikely. Let's be honest here. No attacks. That also very interesting. We're going to do Dragon Bell Monk here. We're going to buff the Monk and pass. No attacks. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't pretty surprised here. Let's do Outrider now. Could have done Aspirant to leave up Kindled Fury, but could be the Hidden Dragon Slayer. That would make sense. Tactician would be nice. Let's just play Aspirant. Let's buff Berserker. I think he's likely got a Hidden Dragon Slayer. But we can swing with Outrider here. Can also swing with Berserker, but I don't think I'm going to. Could have swung with the Monk too, I guess. Might have been smarter. Because of the vigilance. I mean, pretty good chance it's a Hidden Dragon Slayer, but I feel like I attacked with the most likely target he wants to kill with Hidden Dragon Slayer anyway, so we'll see. Alright, we want to kill the 3/3s. It's probably just trying to bait me into something. Maybe not. Alright. So we lose nothing? Huh. I see. There's our black mana. So let's go Barons, gain a life. Let's swing with... We're going to play a Tactician, so we want to attack with the Berserker. Let's go buff our... Guess we can do Outrider again. This is all with the idea that we're going to be casting Tactician post-combat. I'm trying to think if he'd played it differently, what this board state would look like. Because I got to tell you, I'd lost a lot of confidence, but he kind of laid off his... That's a weird block, too. Like, I could... That's just... That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I need to go back and look at that point where he didn't attack, where he had 4 guys on board. I had a 4/4 and a 3/2, and he did not swing. Now, granted, that means he didn't have a combat trick, which means he would have lost his captain, but I feel like I got a ridiculous momentum swing from him not attacking. Like, I don't know. But I'm pretty shocked we won that. I mean, I'm definitely happy we won it, but I'm still absolutely shocked. Maybe it was the right play for him. I feel like it wasn't, though. I'm glad he did it. I'm certainly glad he did it. All right, let's... it's just so surprising because he was so aggressive otherwise. And then he just... I guess he didn't want to lose value. I don't know. But guess we're headed to game 3. Looks like a keep to me. Got all 3 colors. We have a 2 and a 3 drop. We've got one of our enchantment rares. Opponent mulls, which is helpful. He's on the play. Ooh, Dousing Gloom is actually pretty nice for us. It's going to give us an out to that Erishan Foremost. No 2-drop play, too. Wow. It's like Christmas. We don't have our second red mana yet, but that's not, as of yet, a concern. If he has Erishan Foremost, too, we get to just kill it right away, which is pretty excellent. I will, before I play Dragon Bell Monk, for sure. If it's Erishan Foremost. If it's just like a morph. Well, actually, the nice thing about Sandcrafter Mage is I can still attack into it with Aspirant, and I will. He could actually... Oh, well. That helps, too. Let's... I was going to say I could actually Douse and Gloom after the one ping if he did block, but not interested in blocking. So we get a Monk here, which, considering we got a grip full of spells, seems pretty good. Well, guess there goes that plan. All right. He's dealing more to us than we're dealing to him. Hopefully the Douse and Gloom is our ace in the hole. Or I could just bathe in Dragonfire his dude. I guess that works too. Why not? I've got the answer for the Erishan Foremost, so it seems like something worth our time. I could have just continued to take some 3 damage pings for a while, but I don't really like it. This is actually okay. Ooh, oh my god. That is pretty amazing. Spit out some zombies. Pass. Now we get a red mana and we've got the combo of the century. The old Rakshasa Gravecrawler Berserker's Onslaught with white in it deck. Oh, that's not intimidating. Oh, the boldness. The boldness. I want a red mana, please. Please give me that red mana. Would have been so sick. It's alright. We still have a ridiculous turn progression here. That Gravecrawler came at like the most timely moment it possibly could have come at. And our opponent's missing land drops from the mulligan. Just a concession. Wow. Well, we won an 8-4. I'm definitely surprised. Well, game 3 was just our way the whole time. Our opponent mulliganed and maybe just kept obviously kept a hand that he got land deprived. But game 2, like I said, I need to go back and look. When I played that Citadel Siege, I had a 4-4 and a 3-2 Berserker. My opponent had a 3-3 Dramoka Captain, 2 3-3 Sandcrafter Mages, and a 3-1. I feel like getting in there, he would have kept I would have kept a 4-4. He would have lost his captain. He would have been left with a 3-3 and a 4-2, probably. No, maybe I would have traded off the 4-2 now that I think about it. I probably would have eaten a captain, eaten the 4-2, and taken 6. So I would have been left with a 4-4 and him with 2 3-3s. Maybe it was... It feels like something that would have been easier to recover from, though. But like I said, I'm happy. Like, obviously him staying back and just playing creatures is going to be tough for me to lose with a Citadel Siege out. I'm just going to be able to play a creature and buff it, play a creature and buff it every turn. So Citadel Siege did huge amounts of work for us. Berserker's Onslaught won us some games. Strongarm Monk was great. Gravecrawler at least got to make an appearance, which was excellent. So this deck was very mediocre looking and performed very well for us. So definitely a satisfying win. And next draft will be another 8-4.